What is up, everybody? A weekly, shouldn't say weekly, but just to fill the void. Once again, thanks for checking out our live stream. If you haven't checked that out, go look at it. Or if you are just waiting for to download the podcast to hear us speak, once again, thanks for listening. So, what is new? If you have listened to our live stream, especially at the end of our hentai watch party, you notice that I'm still debating on whether or not to go to Ecchi Expo, which is in December in um, Texas, Marcos City, I believe. Um, Give me a minute. San Marcos. And last time I checked, there was three guests. That added a cosplayer named Kate Sarkinson, if I'm pronouncing that right. And now I logged in. I'm looking at it, and it added five more cosplayers. Um, One by the name of C My Guy, C spelled CY, and the rest are pretty much that's a dude, and the rest are pretty much females. Uh, Aaliyah Angel, Peachy Sweet, Scarlet Muse, which she doubles as a voice actor, and Lady Savage 365. Now, some of these have OnlyFans. Go figure, since they're at Ecchi Expo. I think that's probably one of the reasons why they got it. And they're pretty much, you know, uh, one of those saucy cosplayers, what have you. Still, it's not enough for me to warrant to go down to Texas in halfway point between Austin and I believe it was Austin and Houston. No, Austin and San Antonio. So San Marcos is literally 45 minutes away in between Austin and San Antonio. Uh, still not enough. Even though that'll be pretty awesome to debut my hentai Pope cosplay. Um, if you haven't seen the live action, I was wearing at least the coat for it. You could just see the upper half of it, obviously, but still not enough. As of right now, I probably won't debut until Minneapolis of next year, and unless there's a couple more guests that shows up to this thing that makes me want to go down there. Uh, if you've heard of Kate Sarkinson, when I looked at her page as far as like digital prints and everything, she is literally a photocopy of Jessica Nagiri. As far as every cosplay that Nagiri did, this Sarkinson also did. It's very uncanny that she does this, but still not enough for me to warrant to go there. What else is new? Um, haven't really caught up on wrestling. I'm still watching SmackDown from last Friday because I was out of town. I didn't really watch it. Um, Grandmother's 90th birthday. I had to go down to Oklahoma. So I recorded it, but so far, you know, I'm watching it. Still haven't watched Raw. I gotta say, I'm happy that Braun Strowman came back. Uh, but him, I guess that needs somebody him to beef with. I guess, you know, Alpha Academy takes the cake for that. Up until, who knows, maybe he'll go against Bobby Lashley. He'll go to Raw and face Bobby Lashley. Don't know. Um, this whole Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's nobody else. I mean, I guess Karrion Cross is gonna be start beefing with Drew McIntyre. So, and then who knows what's gonna happen after that? Don't know the timetable for Randy Orton comeback. Um, don't know the really timetable for um, what's American Nightmare to come back, Cody to come back. Most likely, he had a pectoral tear. That's a year. Um, so he might come back WrestleMania, or he might come back early. Uh, for I don't know, but yeah. What I miss the most is TLC. I mean, it's been what 3 years since we had a TLC match. Um, right? Yeah, 2020. So 2 years, I guess. Uh, late 2020. Oh, I can't remember. I think it was 2020 because there was a TLC match in the Thunderdome. So yeah, it was definitely 2020. But still, this whole day one thing, I guess it takes care of December. But still, at least they had a Hell in a Cell um, at Crown Jewel that 1 year, even after Hell in a Cell happened. Or, God, man, my memory's jacked up. So they had kind of two Hell in a Cell matches that year. But anyway, AEW haven't really been following because I wouldn't say I wouldn't. I'm not involved as I used to be. Um, all out. I'm glad I didn't go to watch that because I had to get up super early the next day to go to work, and I think I read it was like 15 matches including the pre-show. So yeah, and it went I think to midnight. I'm glad I didn't go do that. But the next one is Full Gear. Um, so many injuries. Adam Cole's out and everything like that. So, but still, there's that many wrestlers I keep up with. You know, Swerve to Our Glory. I try to watch them. Um, I think that's it. Maybe a Warlow match here and there. But as far as everybody else, it's I what to do on that. But that's that. What else? You know, Vikings. I mean, great week one starting. Uh, week two kind of blew up in the face. Kind of reminiscent of the NFC Championship back in the day. Score once and then next thing you know, offense and defense can't come together. I don't know who to blame on that one. I didn't really watch it. I'm working nights on Monday. I did record it, but since it wasn't a close game, I didn't really bother. Not even on score and drive, I didn't really bother. But coming this Sunday, face Detroit. I guess Detroit's looking pretty good in last, I don't know, 15 years. Came close against the Eagles, and then I don't know who they beat, but we should win. It's a home game. Should. Last time we lost by a field goal last year. So let's see what's the difference in this. coming, this coming Sunday. Um, so last time I was on here, you guys heard me. Hopefully, you did hear, or just didn't really listen. I was looking at going to the Philippines to find my future wife, uh, future partner, um, you know, what have you. So I called AFA this afternoon, I guess, to get more answers to lingering questions. So if you go on the individual tour, hotels not included. Uh, versus the group tour, which is hotel is included. Ask them what's the difference between major difference between the individual tour and the group tour, and she pretty much said there's three big difference: hotel, the social events, and the unlimited introductions. Uh, so, and it's bit it really is a pricey thing to go on a group tour. Um, but you do have better benefits and everything like that. In the group tour, you have excursions, which it's like almost every other day, and everything like that. So last time I pretty much emailing this one woman. We've been going back and forth. She sends more emails than I can pay to read, uh, what have you. So I'm making sure it's very hard not to read it and then send a letter and keep going back and forth. But anyway, I have very good restraint on not doing that, but it's kind of hard because I'm reading the email. It's not to it, but at the same time, you do have to pay money just to read and send email. So my main thing is I think I'm gonna go on a group tour. Uh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna reserve a spot. I'm gonna do a group tour. I know it's gonna hurt my wallet tremendously to do it. However, it's a good backup plan. Reason why I'm like, if I meet, the girl I'm writing and this doesn't work out, and say, hey, cool, good backup. I did the social event twice. Uh, you know, if there's somebody I met there, maybe get exchange information, contact information, and go from there. Um, and then who knows? Who knows? Because right now it's in the end of January. This group tour and Cebu. The next one is in March, or no, not March, May. So hopefully I'll reserve my spot to leave in January because that's almost half a year of just sending letters. You know, not even. There might be a time where we'll do. I'm thinking about doing it's paying for a Skype call. Uh, you know, at least I'll see a face. Well, I'll hear a voice prior to me going over there. You know, instead of letters. That might be a good thing. But it's 30 minutes increment, so that's I don't know how much you could talk and have a good conversation in 30 minutes. Uh, yeah. So yeah, I really hope this new job really pays well. It's on commission. It sucks that so far my first week there was a couple of no revs, as well as I didn't work 2 days because I was in Oklahoma for the birthday party. Um, yeah, I mean, luckily this job has a good backup as far as pay. You do if your salary, your commission is lower than your hourly rate, you'll get the what you get whatever's higher. So that's nice. However, you know, mortgage plus, now the gas freaking guzzler of a cargo van, that payment. So yeah, I really hope this works out. It I because the price is just the flight alone. I mean, it's nothing compared to the group tour price, but still, you know, it's insane. I still kind of wish just on flight alone. I'm going to Colombia. Uh, if you listen to my last podcast, you know the reason why I'm not going to Colombia. But yeah, I mean, just going to Colombia would have been like the same as going to California or something like that. I think it's the same price. I can't remember. It's been a while. Uh, Earlier this month, but still, hopefully the price doesn't change. Um, they said January's everybody goes over there in January because of the weather. It's the dry season. Um, you know, I wouldn't say the price is lower, but it's not the highs in in the summer like May, or I think it was somewhere between May and August is where the price is pretty high because it's summer and everybody's going over there. But I plan to do 10 days. I think that's a where actually I think I'm gonna do 11 because the tour starts the on a Thursday, so I kind of want to get there on Wednesday. Um, for a layover and everything like that. I still don't know if I want to leave in AM or PM. I don't know how that's gonna work because they're 13 hours ahead. So yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Uh, yeah, because do I get a credit card? The higher limit, um, and just do that, or just save up. I totaled the price, and I gotta say, just putting it aside money per week. Oof! I really hope it's the amount of money I have to save, put aside for the next 16 weeks, starting paycheck of next paycheck. Can I do it? That's discipline. I mean, there's a lot of things I have to give up just to facilitate this. I let's just hope I earn a lot more than what I'm used to. I mean, otherwise I'll just stay single and just spend money on useless figures and everything like that. I can see some people like they're not useless and everything. You're right, they're not. Uh, but once this trip's over, I could probably go back to doing that. Somewhat, build more money up. Uh, I'm kind of hoping this one trip is where I could just say, "Yep, this she's the one." Um, I know it's hopefully the woman I'm messaging is the one after so many months of emailing, and I've meet her after a couple days. It's like yeah, I I could see myself with this person. I know by American standards, this is kind of ridiculous going moving that fast. Well, unfortunately, I the amount of money to just keep going back and forth, and I'm like, sure. I mean, I can. I mean, I wouldn't know how that would work. Uh, if I propose and say she says no, I'm like, well, hopefully she can send the ring back because, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna spend $5,000 on an engagement ring, but at the same time, that's a lot of money to spend on an engagement ring. I hate to do a promise ring, wait, and then again fly back out there, and for an engagement, and then who knows what happens because you got to think about, well, does she want a wedding out there for her family and friends, within while the K1's processing, or what, because the processing time for K1 is 8 to 14 months. Let's just call it a year. So, I mean, let's do the timetable on this. So if I go out there in January, end of January, propose, fly back in, start the process, you're looking at, again, an average of a year. It'll be 2024, or give or take a couple months. And then you have 90 days after that. As soon as it's, well, 90 days start when she arrives, but still, yeah, it's like, you know, Matt, Matt says marriage is, I mean, granted, marriage in itself, it's harder for guys financially if it doesn't go through. But on the flip side of that, you get, like I said, you get a tax break. Uh, you know, all the benefits of having a partner, having a wife. You know, she has the benefits of having a husband. She got that security and everything like that. How marriage is supposed to work. You know, um, look into your parents. If you both, if you have both of them in the house, take a look at your parents. Uh, if my parents are going, oh, what am I, 36? So I say 20 plus years, or actually, no, my brother's 26. So yeah, 26 years strong. Um, you know, they're a perfect example. Uh, honestly, I think they're the only example in my family, except for one. But her husband died from, you know, health problems. But still, but still, you know, I look at them and say, well, they got a good life. Why can't I have that type of thing? For me, it was more I want to be in a relationship, and unfortunately, the things that's going on now. I'm not blaming social media, but social media kind of, you guys know my stance on that from last podcast. So, yeah, so back to the timetable. So maybe having a spring summer wedding, uh, officially, unofficially, if you know I would have to go out there, back out there again, probably late 23. You know, I don't know if that's the rainy season or not, but still, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Um, we'll find out. I'll keep you up to date, but yeah, yeah, pretty much after the conversation I had with AFA helpline or customer service, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think I'm. So, I didn't want to go do the group tour, but I kind of want to do the individual tour and to do social, but they say it's kind of hard to do that because I have to have that group tour kind of takes precedence. You couldn't really buy in it, even though I saw, anyway. Yes, the group tour seems more beneficial despite the price for it. Uh, yeah. So, uh, once I get enough money for to get a reservation spot, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I can also, luckily, you can move that reservation spot to another one. It just holds. It's just a placeholder. That's all it is. Um, yeah. Well, we'll see. We will see. But until then, um, I don't know when's the next recording. Uh, hentai reviews and everything like that. But we'll keep you up to date because Matt's flip flopping on his days off on Saturday and Sunday. My days off are pretty much Sundays. I work Saturday, so um, most likely, hopefully, we can record next Sunday. I wish I was going to the Detroit Vikings game this Sunday, but I'm not. Here's hoping they win. Um, Basketball season's literally around the corner. Can't wait for that. Uh, Hopefully those tickets are cheap while still trying to, because that would be insane if, like, oh shit, I guess I'm going to, Texas and then turn around, go to the Philippines 1 month later. So that would kind of suck, but at the same time, I mean, it'd be a good vacation in the Philippines. A much, much, much needed vacation in the Philippines. See a nice country. I looked at the weather. What usually is going on in January? It's pretty much they said in between 70 and 85 degrees, which is awesome. Uh, Go there. See the nice scenery and everything like that. Experience that. Have Filipino on my arm. What have you? Have at least I'll have good company almost every day. Uh, but like I said, that being said, thanks for this little rant of it. It's a listen, uh, just like the namesake. Thanks for listening. Till next time.